Kau 8 minit
Alright, Assalamualaikum, and I wish to all, especially to Prof. T.S. Dr. Nur Hayati Saad. And first of all, I would like to introduce our team members, which Mr. Muhammad FAUZI bin ISMAIL, Irfan Harith bin RAZI, Muhammad ADLIN bin BADARUDIN, and me, myself, Muhammad Aslam bin Zahari. Would like to present the course title research methodology for the books 5-step self-made millionaire. For chapter 6, which the commanding the highest price tag, my conclusion is the income is equivalent to the value times time times the scalability. In order to increase the income, you have to increase creating value, increase time for creating value, and increase the scalability factor, which the more effort you give, the more effort you explore, the more you have the opportunity and the more income that you have. I would like to give the example, which I take 2 case study. The first one is the insurance advisor A and insurance advisor B. The second case study is the teacher A and the teacher B, which their income for the insurance advisor A is 3,000 per month, compared to the insurance advisor B is 20,000 per month. The effort that advisor A gives is only 6 effort, but compared to the advisor B, they give almost triple effort from the insurance advisor A. And the income for the insurance advisor B is 20,000 per month, which comparison almost 6 to 7 times from the closest premium worth of premium a month, which advisor A 7,000, but this advisor B is 50,000 worth of premium a month. Another one is the teacher A, which the income is 4,000 per month, and the effort only 4. But the teacher B, the income is 9,800 per month, and the effort that he gives is triple from the teacher A. Next, my conclusion is there are 4 how to create value for your client and how to create value for your company. There are 2 ways you can create value for your clients. The first thing is help them reach their goal faster and more easily. The second thing is help them solve the problem faster and more easily. And for you to create value for your company, the first one is help the company increase sales, and another one is help the company to reduce the cost. This will increase the company profits. And you must understand that all business have only one major goal, which to make more profit every year. The more profit you can help your company make, the more you will work. Next, how to increase your profits? There are 5 variables or 5 steps, which the first one is increase leads, increase conversion rates, increase average dollar purchase per customer, increase number of repeating business, and the last one is increase the net profit. So you have to tackle the decision maker position in the company, which manager or owner or the department manager, which they have the possible to take action to increase all the 5 variables and create value to the company or the customer. Next, income equivalent to the value created for clients or the company. You have to increase your sales revenue and the net profit for your company. How to increase the sales revenue? Which you have to increase the leads and the conversion rates. Automatically, you will increase the number of customers. And how to increase your sales revenue? You have to increase the average dollar purchase per customer, and you have to increase number of repeating business. And automatically, your sales revenue will increase. Next is You want to increase your net profit. The sales revenue, you have to increase the sales revenue and you have to increase the net profit margin, and automatically your net profit will increase. So from previous slide, how to increase your leads, how to increase your conversion rates, how to increase your number of repeat business, average dollar purchase, and net profit margin. There are few steps that you can follow to increase all these variables. I would like to pass to the next presenter, Mr. ADLIN.
Okay, right. So we continue for the time is money. So to increase your revenue, you must increase both of your value per money and your value creation time. So self-employed people get paid by the hour of project, working hour, and a day increase your revenue. So the calculation is below. So when you get for the income, value with times by times, right? So mostly for average people, they earn, the income spend about 20% of their working, and they want for the high value activity, while they spend about 80% of a low value activity like checking email, attending meeting, chit chat, and then they want will lose the time, right? So most people, he have a high income earned by they spend about 80% of their lives for the high value task. This one is very good things for the get the value inside it. All right. Next one. So actually there are some like example for how the author lost their money for the wrong work. All right. So mostly what lesson learned from this is all the mention is nothing is a one-man show. So we must not doing all this by ourselves, and then we must have at least create a team for doing a job, right? Second thing that we need to find the team that will bring the most value for the business and spend most of the time doing those things, right? So we need to delegate the rest if you can lah for this one, right? And then the third one is you should know that time is money. So if you want to become a millionaire, this one must be good for you, right? And then the fourth one is you need to know how much every hour for your time cost. This one very important part for doing this, right? Next one. Sorry, next slide. Okay. All right. And also there are some example how Dr. Dennis we make 1 million selling properties by maximize his team. So as you know that for real estate agent, they are never get rich because they always do it by themselves, and they are afraid to make their money into others, right? So from that example, we must at least set up a team member to do a job, and you need to assign them for the job. And then lesson learned number 2 is please don't waste your time to do alone and conquer by yourself. You must to delegate your task to other members, right? So number 3 is we must having a team so that you have time to communicate with customer, and then you can manage your creation value with the customer also. All right. Next slide. Okay. All right. So this is about how to spend 70% of your time on the high value activities. So start with the high value task. You spend about 70% of your time on this task, and then you must throw out 30% to the low value good during a non work hour lah. So mostly about 9 to 6. So this time is you must create a new, I'll say the follow up with the customer. You need to have the quality planning, what to do, meeting, everything. So most of the time you do for this thing, and then the other 30% of your site, you can do for after 6 p.m. So you can delegate. I mean that you can do on the lower value task and focus more on the high value task. Right. Next one. Right. So actually, they are able to do. There are about 4 steps that at least you can understand, and then you can segregate the task for delegate to other members. So this is task number 1, and then also the task number 2. You do all these steps for the activity, everything. Right. So the next one. And then, sorry, this is step number 3. So from that time, you can rearrange everything. And then most important part is step number 4. When you finish everything, you can delegate your task to members for doing that. And then you have time to do for the high value things that you need to do, right? Okay, I think this one finish for the chapter number 7. We can move to chapter number 8, please. Right, so mostly how to magnify and multiply your income in any career. So important part here is more on the scalability factor, right? Scalability factor is how to effect of your value can be increased or multiplied. It depends how well you can use your value and times. All right, next one. So income here will value for times and scalability. So that's one how we get our income. It should be right. The next one. So for this value, how you get is we have about 4 strategy that can made on this one. Number 1 is you try to have earn royalties and fee from the license or selling your intellectual property. So this one is number 1. It's very good things that you, if you have, and good value for you. Number 2. So for number 2 is magnify your value by reaching more people at one time. So by that, we have about 4 strategy. You can see over here to increase the size of audience, magnify your service on the internet, magnify your value to the mass media, and number 4 is magnify the value of company share through listing, right? So this one is number 2. Number 3. Number 3 is about how to earn request commission from sale and referral, right? So basically when the customer get the pay, and then you also get the reward on that one. So that one is on the number 3 points, right? You can move to number 4, please. Right, so number 4 is about earn profit, dividend, royalty from the businesses. So from here, there are about 6 strategy that can try to manage, and then from this all strategy, if you capable to do, then you can get all the value that you manage to be, right? Okay, next one. Right, so I think I better send over to Mr. Irfan for this chapter 9. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. ADLIN. So I'll continue with chapter 9, building a lucrative business without quitting your job. So as we all know, in these modern days, you can find internet at the tip of your finger. So internet business is not something is impossible, but you have to know the way, the correct way on how to build a successful internet business. So in this chapter, it shows the comparison between traditional and internet business. So here are some of the comparisons. The important part is that internet business, you can do it, you can easily set up and run while still holding a full-time job. You don't have to quit your job. The traditional business requires a full-time presence, high startup cost on the traditional business compared to a lower startup cost for internet business, because you don't have to rent for spaces, shop lots, and then you can just focus 2 to 3 hours a day. So there's much more benefits of internet business compared to traditional business. So next. Okay, so there are myths about internet business. So a few years back, internet or online business seems like something that is near to impossible. So, however, as years go by, internet business is a powerful medium for anyone to make lots of money. But there are some myths. So myth number 1 is that okay, many people come online with the notion that they could earn big money and earn thousands of bucks. However, are depressed and disappointed when they discover that only a few make it big. So what they do not realize is that only depending on internet with no powerful business model will not make your business successful. So internet business is, of course, can make you money, but you have to have a plan. You have to have a powerful business model to support your internet business. Okay, next. So myth number 2 is that running an internet business is easy. For me, it is easier than running a traditional business. However, you must have a good business plan and lots of research on the business that you are planning to venture into. You have to have a good products, good services in order to compete with other online businesses. Next. Myth number 3 is that you can make lots of money fast through internet business. So it is not as easy as it looks. It takes a lot of effort. It is a learning process where you have to gain the trust of your customers before your business can go big. So, however, it is much, like I mentioned earlier, it is much more easier and faster than the traditional business. Okay, next. So myth number 4 is starting an internet business is free. So in this world, there's nothing free. Even going to the toilet, you have to pay for it. So it may be cheaper than the traditional businesses because you have to invest in shop lots and also the inventory. But internet business is not free. You also need to invest on the research, advertising, software, and also your own education to make your business successful. Next. So the internet myth number 5 is the internet is saturated with website. There is no money left to be made, which is not true, because for me the internet sky is the limit. You can make lots of money through internets. However, you just need to have the correct way, the correct path. How you can do it is that you may find a niche market, sells a good product and services, good strategy, good marketing strategy, and you are good to go. Okay, next. Okay, that are the 5 myths of online business. So next we continue with the 5 criteria for a profitable home-based business. So there are 5 criteria that that the book highlighted, which are: first one is strong demand for the product or service. So to have a successful business, find a niche market, find a product with service or services with high demand, and solve other people's problem. So number 2, ideally no inventory. Like I mentioned earlier, online business, you don't need inventory. Go for digital product or services, sub the distributing and storage to someone else. So number 3 is low startup and running costs. It is much lower cost compared to traditional business. Keep the cash. Don't use your cash so much. Be creative. Be selective on your advertisement and be very careful in spending. So number 4 is global reach. Go global, go wide. The internet is used by people around the world. So the wider the market, the more potential customers to your business. So number 5 is products have high margins. Focus on products with high margins, because this is the way that you can generate more income and you can spend more on advertising and software. All right, next. Okay, so here are few examples of successful individual home-based internet entrepreneurs. So the first one is Bert Ingley from maidentips.com, which he makes roughly 200,000 a year teaching people on how to play video games just from his home online. So German Greeks from HARITH.com make up almost 10,000 a week online, teaching people to play piano also online. Rosalind Garner from SageHearts.com makes approximately 500,000 a year by reviewing and earning commission from online dating sites. Preston Ruther from voicesculpture.com sells and instructional course, video manual and accessories on how to make jewelry. So last but not least is Cherry Hammer from CalderBugBaby.com, which he makes a 6-figure income a year by selling baby-related clothes and accessories. So here are the 5 examples of successful individual home-based internet entrepreneurs, which show us that online businesses is not impossible and you can be successful by doing online businesses. Okay, next I pass to Mr. Fauzi to continue. Thank you.
Okay, thank you to Mr. Irfan. So we go to the last chapter that our team want to recover from this 5 secret of self-made millionaire books. So the name chapter 10. So how we want to turn our passion into the lifetime stream of income. So actually the author write the 4th step to turning our passion into the income, which is step 1, identify our passion and expertise. Step 2, find a hungry niche market. And step 3, set up the competition and profit potential. And the last one, find or create product and income streams. Next. So we go to the step 1, how we want to identify our passion and expertise. So this is the start that we want to be segment millionaire, which is we want to identify what is our passion and expertise. So the simple 6 question that we can ask ourselves is what we are interested in. Do we collect anything? Something like music? Do we have any kind of special information? What is our hobbies? What website that we usually surf during our free time? That means that is our passion. And what subject currently we have knowledge? Next. So from our passion that we ask ourselves, actually our passion is fall on this type of categories, which is accessories, art and craft, auto, education, entertainment, recipes, relationship, romance, civic, and everything. So this is the category that authors have listed out in these books. Next. So we go to the step 2 to find a hungry niche market. 3 things that we have to find, which is number 1, find a niche market relate to our topic of interest, identify a problem to be solved or unmet needs, and number 3, ensure sufficient interest and demand. Okay, next. This is the example of our niche market relate to our topic of interest. For example, our passion in golf. So the various niche market that we can explore is, for example, relate to golf is golf accessories, golf club, golf apparel, golf lesson professional and beginners. And example for health is yoga, meditation, therapeutic massage, and so on. So we categorize more detail on our patient into these detailed categories to be focused on. Next. So how we want to ensure that our patient, the detailed patient that has been listed out, have sufficient interest and demand. So actually there is no point picking a niche area you love only to find that there are not enough potential customers who are interested to buy. That means we want to create our business, we need to find the demand first. Okay, how we want to find the demand? So we do by online searching. So for example, the author lists out they use the key selector tool at the http inventory.overture.com. So from this website, we can find here, for example, in 2005, for search item for golf swing, there are 18650. That means the detailed patient in golf swing is the top search item. That means there are demand in the market. People want to play a golf, how to swing. So that is the potential of market for golf. Next. So this is how we want to identify a problem to be solved or unmet needs. So this is the flow. Now that you have ascertained there is a sizable niche market of people who want to improve their golf swing. So we must find out what specific problem they want to solve. And then we can find out our target market by joining online news group or observing what people talk about. For example, we go to the group yahoo.com or group msn.com and join golf group. So by joining this group, there are many golfers out there want to cure the slice or hit the ball further. So this means by joining this group, we can check our market. Then the next, the step number 3 is, so we can also check out how our competitor are positioning by search this information at google.com. So this is like our competitor whenever we have our business. So what is our competitor in the same area of business? Next. So step number 3 is size up the competition and profit potential. So how we want to do, how we want to check the competition and the profit potential of the chosen niche market. So number 1, we size up the competition. Number 2, find the maximum bid on keyword. And number 3, find keyword that have a high demand and low competition. And number 4, calculate the profit potential of the market. Next. So we go to the last step is step 4, find or create product and income stream. So we must think of the various revenue stream that we can create for business. So actually there are 7 different strategies to make money from our online business. Number 1, sell a physical product. Number 2, sell a digital product. Number 3, sell a service. Number 4, sell other people product. Number 5, create a content site and sell advertising website. Number 6, sell drop ship product. And number 7, use multiple revenue models. So this is the 7 strategies to make money from this online business. So next, Irfan. Okay, from this 4 steps, that's the last step for this strategy. So I think that's all the key point summary from the book of 5 Secrets of Self-Made Millionaire from our group today. Thanks to all for your attention. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That